This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
It's hard to say because there was a lot of good moves, but we just couldn't finish. And so I would say offensively we weren't focused, we weren't there, and a lot of turnovers, and just if we would have finished our shots, it would have been a much closer ball game.
Do you feel like you had some good opportunities there collectively as a whole, as a team, just couldn't get the shots to go in?
Yeah, at some points. A lot of times we were forcing our shots a lot. We probably weren't shooting the best shot that we could have, but they're shots that we typically do make, and so them hitting the rim, going in and out was very frustrating.
Defensively, they had 11 threes tonight. Dial had 4 of them. Where were the breakdowns there defensively?
We talked about that in the locker room. We weren't expecting them, especially post, to be able to make the threes. We thought maybe 1, 2, like most games, a post will make 1 or 2 threes, but for them to consistently hit them, we were shocked by that, and we just didn't make the adjustment that we needed to. We were just caught lagging and laying off the screen or laying off the posts, and just they were lighting us up.
When they were able to get a lot of open threes, they had penetrated, forced you guys to collapse. Was that something you guys had seen in scout, that they had the ability to drive and then kick out for relatively wide open threes a lot of times?
We actually, in scout, we were looking at them driving and dropping down to a post. So a post would help over, step up, and then they would hit where the help came from. Not so much the threes, but I think since we were taking away that drop-off pass, that's where they went, obviously, because that's where our help was coming from. So they were a good team. They saw the floor very well and just knocked down some good shots.
Cornelius had scored 22 in her last game and then comes out with 15 in the first quarter, makes her first 6 shots. Did she, as a post player, take you, Kian, Maya out of the element by forcing you guys out of your comfort zone on the defensive end?
I wouldn't say out of our comfort zone. We don't get uncomfortable very much. I would say we just didn't take her seriously enough. She isn't the most active player, but she hits her shots, and we're used to post catching, driving, and so her catch and shoot, we weren't ready for it.
There was a stretch there after they had gotten the lead to 12. You were forcing turnovers, but on the offensive end, you weren't able to convert and cut into that deficit in first quarter, early second. How pivotal was that when offensively you guys weren't able to capitalize on how well you were playing on the defensive end?
I mean, obviously, anytime you get turnovers and you're not capitalizing on that, it's going to hurt you because, I mean, those are the times where that's where you can pick up the lead. And so when we're just trading baskets back and forth, you can't make any progress. So obviously those were very pivotal misses.
What do the next few days of practice need to be like, or what do you expect them to be like?
They're going to be a lot of defensive driven. It's going to be a lot of rotation stuff, but it's going to be a lot of defense. And I think that's what we need. A lot of finishing, going up strong, and defense.